Hello, Dr. Joe here of the AskDrJoe.org and the 2020forum.com. So today, what have I got for you folks? Well, we are going to be doing a nutritional this or that. What does that mean? Well, it's the first time I'm doing this video and it should be interesting. Let's see how it works out. Well, essentially what's going to happen is we're going to have 9 nutritional pairings and I'm going to be making a choice out of the 2, okay? Each pair. I'm going to make a choice from one of the pair. So you see how it works out very shortly once we get started. So 9 pairings, I'll be making a choice. I've got Wesley, my son, behind the camera. He's going to be shouting out the pairings and I will make my choice and give you my reasons why. So Wesley, let's get started. What is nutritional pairing number 1?
Vitamin D3 or D2?
Okay, so vitamin D3, which is cholecalciferol, or vitamin D2, which is ergocalciferol. Which do I prefer? Well, it's D3. Why? Well, because vitamin D3 does have a better bioavailability, 50% better bioavailability compared to vitamin D2. And also vitamin D3 has a longer half-life. And the metabolites of D3 actually binds to the carrier proteins a lot more strongly compared to D2. So for those reasons, I would prefer cholecalciferol, which is vitamin D3, to D2 any day. So that's pairing number 1. Pairing number 2, Wesley?
Balsamic vinegar or apple cider vinegar?
Okay, so balsamic vinegar or apple cider vinegar, which do I go for? Well, balsamic vinegar. Why is that? Well, it's because balsamic vinegar is less tart compared to apple cider vinegar. So it has a wider applicability. You can add it to salads and your salad is going to taste really good. There's some suggestion that you get a little bit more potassium actually from balsamic vinegar compared to apple cider vinegar. But as far as nutritional comparison is concerned, they're almost the same. It's just that I prefer that little sweetness of the balsamic vinegar because it's made from red grapes. I love that. And also, you guys should remember that I did a video where I made balsamic Coke. It's like balsamic Coca-Cola. It's very tasty, something you can have on a warm day, and it's really good. So, for those reasons, I prefer balsamic vinegar to apple cider vinegar. So, pairing number 3, Wesley?
Peanuts or almonds?
Oh, peanuts or almonds, right. For me, it's going to be peanuts. Why is that? Well, for a start, I actually grew up with peanuts. I've been eating peanuts all my life from childhood. And it's a nut that I'm really used to. I love it. Almonds have a higher content of vitamin E, I have to say. The fiber content of peanuts and almonds are essentially the same. There's not a lot to choose between the two. But the other thing that really tilts it for me in favor of peanuts is the fact that, peanuts have a higher protein content. Yes, peanuts have a higher protein content. And for that reason, I will go for peanuts over almonds, okay? So that's that pairing. Next.
Limes or lemons?
Oh, limes or lemons, right. This one, well, I actually prefer lemons, okay? Why? Well, because lemons, just like balsamic vinegar and the apple cider vinegar, lemons are less tart. Limes are really quite tart, really sharp in taste. So I prefer the less tart version, which is a lemon. That, and I do a lot of recipes with lemons. So it's one that I'm really more familiar with. For that reason, I prefer lemons. And also, lemons tend to be bigger, which means you squeeze a lot more juice from your lemons compared to limes that are smaller, and you just get very small amount of juice from your limes. So lemons for me, you get more juice, they're less tart. Those are the reasons why I would choose lemons over limes. Next.
Cauliflower or broccoli?
Oh, so cauliflower or broccoli. Cauliflower, well, both of them actually, they belong to the Brassica family. They are both nutrient-dense foods. I love both. However, broccoli tilts it for me, okay? I prefer broccoli mainly because of the slight nutritional advantage of broccoli, over cauliflower. Broccoli has more vitamin A. Broccoli has a higher content of vitamin C. And broccoli also has a higher content of vitamin K. So, yeah, for those reasons, I would choose broccoli over cauliflower. Yeah. Next.
Whole grain bread or sourdough bread?
Right. Whole grain bread or sourdough bread? Well, it is sourdough bread for me. Why is that? Well, you guys will recall I recently did a video on sourdough bread, and in that video I talked about the fact that sourdough bread is a fermented bread. It's actually fermented over 5 days, which means a lot of the gluten and the lectins people worry about, they're actually broken down. And also, the fermentation process makes the fiber a lot more bioavailable, which means sourdough bread, translates to having a lower glycemic index and also a lower glycemic load compared to the ordinary whole grain bread. And also, the fermentation process makes the minerals, the iron, the phosphorus in the bread a lot more bioavailable as well. So, yes, sourdough bread for me. Indeed, when I did that video, I did talk about the fact that it's the bread of choice it should be the bread of choice for diabetics. In actual fact, sourdough bread should be the bread of choice for all of us, okay? It should be the preferred bread because of the fact that it's got, the lower glycemic index as well as the lower glycemic load. So, sourdough bread for me any day compared to whole grain bread. Next.
Black beans or kidney beans?
Black beans or kidney beans. Right. Interesting one. The nutritional profile of both the kidney beans and the black beans are essentially the same. Fiber content is the same, protein content is the same, but I will go for black beans over kidney beans. Why is that? Well, mainly because the magnesium content of black beans is higher, so that's a big tick for me. And also, folate content is also higher as well. So, yeah, I prefer to get more folic acid and magnesium, which will help lower my blood pressure from black beans. And one tertiary reason is also the fact that black beans, by my experience, when you consume them, you tend to make less wind, less gas. So that's another tick as far as I'm concerned. So black beans for me over kidney beans. Next.
White rice or quinoa?
Oh, white rice or quinoa. Which one will I go for? Well, clearly, there's no contest. It's quinoa, definitely. Quinoa has this nutty taste, okay, nutty flavor, nutty bites. I love that. The protein content is higher, definitely. And also you get a lot more fiber from quinoa. Yes, so definitely quinoa for me. And I make a very nice quinoa porridge, which is quite tasty, lovely. I love that recipe. I think I've done a video on that years ago. I shared this recipe with you guys some years ago on quinoa. So definitely quinoa over rice for me. Not just because of the fact that it is exotic, no. I just love quinoa. It's really nice. Next.
And finally, sweet potatoes or white potatoes?
Oh, hard choice. However, sweet potatoes or white potatoes, it's going to be sweet potatoes. Why is that? Well, mainly because sweet potatoes have a higher content of beta carotene, yes, which gets converted to vitamin A, retinol. So higher beta carotene tilts it for me. And also, sweet potatoes actually have a higher vitamin C content, which is another antioxidant. So you get two antioxidants, beta carotene as well as vitamin C in sweet potatoes. And here is something you should know. Despite the fact that sweet potatoes are actually sweet, by their very nature, they have a lower glycemic index. Yes, they have a lower glycemic index compared to white potatoes. So what's not to like as far as sweet potatoes are concerned? So sweet potatoes any day over white potatoes. Yes, definitely. So clear choice. I still eat white potatoes if I eat them a lot, but in terms of having to make a choice between the two, is going to be sweet potatoes. So those are the nutritional pairings and my choices. Your task in this video, what I want you guys to do in the comment section is to just pick one of the pairings, one of the nutritional pairings, and let me know what your choice is going to be in the comment section, okay? So hopefully you had some fun watching this video. I enjoyed it. If you did, please give the video a thumbs up, please like the video, and please share this video with your friends, with your family, with your colleagues. If you guys really enjoyed this video, I may do some more in future, nutritional this or that. I think that's about it for this video. Until then, well, this is Dr. Joe signing out.